Hi guys, Royal Cameraman here. I thought I'd start this video off with some pretty good news. Mr. Boom has made it. Exactly 1 month after the removal of Skibidi Toilet Season 25, the strikes have been successfully removed. And at this point in time, Michael Bay, along with his company Invisible Narratives, have filed a lawsuit against FZCO, as Michael Bay stated to Polygon Publication. Our lawsuit explains how Next Level has attempted to hijack our brand by filing false copyright and trademark applications with the U.S. government and using its fraudulent intellectual property to brazenly attempt to extort money from Invisible Narratives and Boom by threatening to block our YouTube channel. As we ask the court in our lawsuit, Next Level's infringement and campaign of fraud, theft, and extortion must stop. Neither we nor our fans will tolerate this. This will mark Mr. Boom's ultimate victory over all those who have tried to and parasitize other people's hard-earned money. In honor of this event, Mr. Boom even made a troll animation, which is of no value to the series, so I won't dwell on it. But how exactly did this conflict start? How many cases of such attacks have been reported? And what did Mr. Boom do to fight it? In this video, you will learn the full story of the deletion of the 25th season and all important information about all recorded cases of strike attacks on the channel Mr. Boom. Here we go. 12 days after the full version of Skibidi Toilet Season 25 was published, a strike is sent to it. As it turns out later, it was sent by the rogue organization FZCO due to copyright infringement. In case anyone doesn't know, FZCO is a fraudulent organization that gives away the Skibidi Toilet series as its own product. And in addition, in May 2023, they were able to buy the domain skibiditoilet.com, on which they registered the site of their own game, which completely copies the motives and characters of Skibidi Toilet. An hour after the incident, Mr. Boom's close friend Crazy gives an official comment on the situation in the Discord server. The team and its legal department are aware of the recent copyright takedown issued on Skibidi Toilet Season 25 and are taking necessary steps to bring back affected videos to their former state. On the second day of the incident, Mr. Boom comes a response over the account of the reason for the strike. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but to make a long story short, according to YouTube Corporation, FZCO owns the rights to more than 20 Skibidi Toilet characters. By the way, this corporation has its own game officially confirmed account on the platform X, when the account Mr. Boom on the same platform is not confirmed. The company itself had the goal of seizing all copyrights to merchandise, toys, and the series itself, which fortunately did not work out. In a fit of rage, Mr. Boom circulates a YouTube response asking rhetorically, "Hello guys, are you fucking dumb?" This marks the beginning of the long process of striking back. Recall that if you own a YouTube channel and it gets 3 strikes, the channel is completely blocked. Despite the seriousness of the situation, the production of the 78th episode still continued. And during the whole period of fighting with strikes were published 5 spoilers for the upcoming 78th episode, conducted 1 interview with Steak, and Mr. Boom published a congratulatory post about the 2nd birthday of the series. On the 17th day of the incident, February 9th, CIS YouTuber on Skibidi Toilet, Razoplay asks a clarifying question to Mr. Boom about the situation with strikes and the production of the 78th episode. I was wondering if you've dealt with that crook Sergey. And does the release of episode 78 depend on this subhuman? I'd be very happy if you could share any information, to which he receives a negative reply in the format of a GIF message. On February 14th, the 22nd day after the incident began, the author of the Skibidi Toilet News channel, Skibidi Toilet News, on the X platform, shared the rather important information that Mr. Boom had sent a reply letter, along with stating that Season 25 would return to the channel in about 9 days. As it turns out, Mr. Boom personally wrote to the author of this message and allowed him to share this news. On the 28th day of Strike Back, February 20th, Polygon publishes an article stating that Michael Bay and his company Invisible have filed a lawsuit against FZCO. In it, Michael Bay stated the following: "Have the words skibidi toilet ever been uttered in court? That's unlikely. And changing soon." Invisible Narratives, the entertainment company making a skibidi toilet movie and TV series with Michael Bay, filed a lawsuit in California on Friday, alleging that a company of professional scam artists and extortionists is trying to steal the skibidi toilet intellectual property. Not only has the implicated company published Skibidi Toilet, a game based off the original YouTube web series by Alexei Gerasimov, but it's also obtained skibidi toilet registrations from the United States Copyright Office and has pending applications with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, lawyers wrote in the complaint. 33 days later, on February 25th, the strikes are finally lifted, and Season 25 is back on the official Mr. Boom YouTube channel, Boom. It should be noted that Mr. Boom has changed the preview of the 25th season. Now it shows G-Man. On the same day, the channel Mega Announcements in the Discord server was renamed to TV Franchise. There, Mr. Boom also states the following: "Here to confirm, this is true. We have been speaking and discussing Skibidi Toilet with Michael for some time now. I can't share any details yet, but I can assure you, I will be involved in all the important decision-making. We gonna cook." On the 29th day of the incident, March 1st, in the meme chat of his Discord server, Mr. Boom posted a rather interesting GIF-formatted message with "The End" written in the background and the caption "Drunk in the upper left corner of the screen. As far as I understand, the GIF was in the Discord library before this, rather than being created by Mr. Boom, so perhaps this message is related to the fraud trial rather than the series directly. This incident was a pretty major blow to Mr. Boom. After all, the last time a strike was reported was at the very beginning of Mr. Boom's career path, in early November 2023. At that time, Part 3 of Episode 67 was just being created, and on Mr. Boom's channel. Boom Channel was sent 2 strikes due to copyright infringement from a user under the nickname Nikita, a member of the organization Telegram Mafia. He was known in narrow circles for his paid courses, How to Gain Popularity on YouTube. As the scammer himself will tell you, allegedly on one of his students were sent strikes personally, Mr. Boom. After that, Nikita became very interested in the biography of Mr. Boom and found out that for the use of characters in the video, Mr. Boom takes a percentage of earnings from the author of the content. Allegedly, for this reason, he declared war on Mr. Boom, trying to encourage Skibidi Toilet fans to overthrow Mr. Boom, while at the same time creating a Mr. Boom video. Boom, along with creating his own channel on the social network Telegram, saying that if it gains 250,000 subscribers, he will allegedly take down the strikes. As a result, he did not keep his promise and began to demand from fans of the series more than $22,000 for the removal of strikes. In the end, for some unknown reason, Nikita removes his strikes from the Mr. Boom channel, and no one ever heard of this person again. The timing of Part 3 was not affected in any way. After this incident, Mr. Boom became more cautious about content farmers sticking to his work, and in order to avoid repeated attacks on his own product, Mr. Boom took down some channels. Among them, the conflict with Zach Dorr, one of the earliest fan makers, stands out. Because of the strange behavior of Zach Dorr, Mr. Boom mistakenly considered this fan-mater as a member of the organization of the very Telegram Mafia, and in order to protect his product, throws 2 strikes on the channel of the fan-mater. But after some time, they contacted each other, where they settled the conflict, and Mr. Boom removed the strikes. This was the only case when Mr. Boom mistakenly stricken Fan Madeir. By the way, it should be noted that on March 1st, Mr. Boom published a new spoiler for the upcoming 78th episode. On it, we can see 2 Astro fighters on the background of a certain city, extremely strong, resembling the city of Oregon, where the first clash between G-Man and Astro Juggernaut took place. By the way, this is the 11th spoiler, and with the information that at the same time as producing Season 25, Mr. Boom's team has been busy recreating Episode 78. I can safely say that as of this moment, Episode 78 could be released literally within the next week. Well, at this point, it's time to call it a day. Thank you all for watching to the end. If you want to see more content like this, give it a like. I also want to remind you about my own official game based on Skibidi Toilet, Toilet Run, which recently released a new update. Stay tuned.